Yeah, that was a nice video. I think it was nice because it had this traditional music to it, traditions. So today is a big day. But I may talk about a little bit about attitude. Let me have this music again. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't know their language, but it was from Kericho. The radio from Kericho. Which station is that? Nanyon. Maybe it's a different local... it's a different local thing. Yeah, we have some local radio stations, and since I'm talking about attitude is some kind of a good, and it can also be a bad thing. We have some attitudes because regarding friends we have some kind of attitude. Regarding strangers we have quite a different attitude. Regarding strangers, we may look at them as something very foreign. And here in Norway we have this well-known attitude of reluctancy to foreign people. If I can see that also with people that are not so acquainted with interfering in their own life. Like I pass by some people, they may have an attitude that will be exposed directly if I interfere. If they have a good attitude regarding other people, they will be smiling. If they have attitude negative to other people, like enemy of their own kind, they will immediately push me away with by their looks, by their words, by their way of behaving, and I have experienced every bit of that. And you may say, why do you interfere, Ole? Is that so smart? Is that rude? No. To interfere is because if I have these reasons on my own, and mostly the interruption or intruding from my part is regarding what the situation is. Of course, I don't intervene in every occasion. Of course, I don't go to a wedding I'm not invited, for example, and I don't talk with people that are in a debate, for example, and I don't talk with people that are sitting at the table and celebrating something. If they look at me if someone look at me, I will smile. Of course, I will smile. And I may be the well-known man from Sandefjord that always are in conjunction with other people. So yesterday I met 3 people from Tanzania. That was explained during our talk, because as I was walking back home, back from where I came, I saw those talking together, holding some tablets on and looking where to go. And I passed close by in order to both see who they are and maybe hear something that may be familiar to me. And I heard some Swahili words, like tembea, I don't know, that's walking, tembea. So I turned around, when I passed them, I turned around and asked, Naenda wapi? Where are you going? And they explained in Swahili, and that was a little bit off from me. I couldn't follow up like that. We exchanged some sentences in Swahili, but that was that. I couldn't follow up, so I said, well, you are from Tanzania, and that's so nice. I have been to Tanzania, and I told them a story from Tanzania with my parents and family, and so I told them their names. What's your name? Ezekiel. You are a prophet. Oh yes, smiling. And the next, I couldn't catch up really that good, but the explanation, I asked, what is the meaning of that? For God is possible. Everything is possible for God. And I said, yes, that's perfect. And the lady's name was Angelica. And I thought that it was Malaika, because Angelica is some angel, and Malaika is angel in Swahili. And that was a nice one. And we cheered up, greeted each other several times, as we do with the strangers, and that kind of attitude. Even me, as a white Mzungu, as they called, I'm a stranger to them. But even though only the language I used was the tool, the key to that door, I could have asked in Norwegian, hvor skal du? Hvor skal dere? Where are you going? And that would be more awkward for them. But I made it easy for them to reply. And I know that some of those that walk with me don't like me to greet everyone, every single one I meet. So I'm like that. I'm a greeter, street greeter. And we came from Kenya long time ago, but we remember how to adapt in that society by interfering in some language skills, because if we talked English, they may not answer. Maybe something familiar, similar to Norway. They didn't answer. If you can't talk Norwegian, they don't answer. They just let you pass away. You end up a little bit awkward. Maybe ashamed too of those people, not of yourself, of those people that can't cope with the differences. And when we talked in the native language, like Lua, some Kiswahili, and like that, they open up. The first response was a shock. It was a played out shock. What? What to say now? And that's the reaction. Wow, he can speak what are we doing? And they turned to answer in English, never in the native language Luo. So that's how it, even here, when I find some people I know they are Luo. I know. We can see that is kind of obvious sign. If you are a Luo, it's some indicators that shows that. And as I know them and they know me, I talk in Luo. But for them, it's a strange thing, so they answer back in Norwegian. And as they did, they answered back in English, as we never could speak Luo in their own. So they maybe have had the same attitude of response, that let us not make it more awkward than it already is, so we can talk in our own. Familiar language. English is a good language. So we talked like that, and that's some kind of icebreaker both ways. And there in Kenya, the people were very skilled in adapting to languages. They could only hear it once and catch up with it immediately. And bright people do that. I'm not that bright, but I have my few skills here and there. So that kind of attitude we met more often there. We could see more inviting, welcoming attitude than in Norway. We came back from Kenya, and when I started up in school, I was of course introduced as a 12-year-old boy. I was introduced to the Norwegian school, and I thought, what am I doing here? This is not the right place. This is something very strange here. Who would be my friends here? And of course, none. None became my friends, and they, rather than to be friendly, they turned to mockery and abusement. And that's the attitude of the Norwegian people. They are very exclusive, and only if they know you, they know what's familiar to them. But if they don't know you, you are excluded. It could be whatever it was for the reason they had. They never included this guy. And I'm not talking for everyone, but this guy. The ability to think outside the box. I heard when the refugees were coming to Norway, some refugees, some what do you call them? Immigrants. When the immigrants came from Muslim countries, the people's reaction at the workplace I was at was that because the immigrants didn't eat the food that they were served, and when someone rare person asked that rare question, why wouldn't they eat our food? They threw it away. We thought immediately that was a rude thing to do. But those were Muslims, and they were given pork to eat, non-halal. So you Muslims, I feel that I should apologize for that cruel action that you were, how you were received in Norway, because everyone could leave away the pork when you came. You were served pork and other things that you couldn't eat, and they never had the decency to ask, what can we offer you? What can we do for you? It's your, it's our shame that you were treated in that way. We can go on and on to the Jews, that they have words for Jews here that is just shameful, and they still use it. They still use it. Just to call someone a Jew is abusing people. That's Norway. That's even my teacher out in Kenya. He talked like that. The attitude to the Jewish people, I was shocked. How that kind of attitude. And I learned that even those people that seemingly was perfect, wasn't that perfect. I think that is a kind of a gross attitude that we should be minded of. If you are not reminded of your own attitude, you want to stay blind. You want no change. The only change you want is the one you can dictate, that others do, not you. So that's the Norwegian attitude. I bet it's not much different in other countries. But that's how it is. One should reflect over such atrocity, mental atrocity, social atrocity, friendship. Where are you? Where are you, dear friendship, dear friends? So we came back from Kenya, and we were treated. I was treated like a stranger, like a Jew. I have experienced how to be a Jew. I know. So I reacted on the workmen that said, can't they eat what we serve them? Even it's pork, who cares? That's they have to humble themselves in order to receive our help. Jesus asked, what can I do for you? That's kind of help we would want. So the first Muslims that came to Norway were met in a cruel way. I bet it was different cruelty as well. I'm not answering for all this kind of cruelty, but that's how they were received. And one should be reminded also about atheists' cruelty attitude to believers. I have taken that issue up many times here in the video, vlog, about the leftists, the atheists, that have no regard, no respect for, they are like that. As long as they think that they are in right, that they are confirming the science like that, they are superior to everyone. That's the attitude of the leftists. If they own the notion of being right, if they have the right opinion, right laws, when they can dictate the narrative, they are quite unsympathetic to other people, different from them. In the Christian community, everyone is welcome as long as you can believe in Christ. No, yeah, but I bet Christians are not far off from those disbelievers. They are going to hell anyway. And I think that is a rude statement. I think, honestly, even if we see that in the Bible, it's a cruel statement. As a Christian, I would never say you are going to hell. That's way off from me to do. I can't even, on behalf of any entity, say that. But yesterday I was talking about the hell I was going through here in my life in order to answer. Now, Job, where do you stand regarding me? Would you deny me? That's the hell I think I have been going through as well. So why deny hell here? When the question is, will you reject me now? And that kind of a attitude that despite whatever happens, I will not reject my friends. The friends can push me away. I will never reject. I have rejected many people. But the only reason for rejecting people is either they manipulate you, they try to manipulate you, and have some agenda with you. They smear you with words, and they can't take it when you are honest. That's kind of people you wouldn't come close to, because they are hurting you. If you let people close to you, because you are kind, because you are nice to them, and they smear you with all sorts of nice words, but when you have your saying, defend yourself or say something profound from your heart, they can't stand it. They react like an explosive atom bomb. And people that try to manipulate you, cheat you, I wouldn't come close to those. Only those people I can't handle. But friends, whatever they do, they keep friendship. They keep the friendship. They don't want to change you. They don't want to reject you. Your honest opinion. That's the people you would have close to you. You shouldn't be going through extinction just to keep a friendship. That means you are quite desperate. So I was a little bit off now. But the attitude to differences attitude to differences is maybe a challenge in itself, a challenge of degree. It puts you to the test, and the ultimate, if my friend, instead of God, instead of Jesus, instead of whatever prophet or entity of higher degree is asking, if my friend, through turmoil, declare, I'm your friend, would you reject me? No. The answer is no. You rejected me. I didn't ever reject you. So it goes vice versa. The friends that can't handle you only try to manipulate you. That's the kind of friend that take you for a price. It's a price to that. It's also regarding marriage, regarding every kind of relationship. If I'm there for only you, you will push me away. It goes both ways. Love is not what I can get, but what I can give. And if it goes only one way, all the love you need, I am taken care of. That's a rejection in of itself. You don't care what I need. You only care for what your own needs. People misunderstand love for that. I need love, they say. I need love. I think love is, that kind of a love is attitude. Talking about attitude. That is some kind of selfish attitude, that I need love. Have you thought of that? Brats, have you thought of that? That love is giving. It's not what I need. I need to give love. That is the need I have. When you get children, you need to give life. When you have friendship, you need to give friendship, not have friendship. That is a selfish drive. If everything was about you, not what you can give, in a relationship, it's not only what you need to have around you, within you, what you can have in any occasion. It's not that at all. The love is giving. We need to, in love, forget ourselves. That is the relief of love. I'm not the best here. I'm just reflecting. I'm just contemplating. As the false prophet, I do the contemplation here. And I feel that those things that I'm talking about now is very profound, very deep, because love have been spoiled in the gutter of egoism, of selfishness. No one needs love. Only when you give love, you can receive it. Then you will understand. That is the open door. The key to love is to give love. Okay, my friends, today is Shabbat, and I wish you all the best. Keep a good attitude and keep the blessing. Bye-bye.